Oftentimes when I reflect on other traders, just talking to them and also reflecting on myself, I mean, a lot of the times we have this issue on why are we not profitable yet? Why are we not seeing progress? Why is it taking so long for us to really get to where we want to get to? And I can tell you 9 times out of 10, it's not because of what you think. You know, oftentimes our mind always goes to, what can I add? How can I maybe take better trades? Maybe I can learn a new model, learn a new system, add new bits and pieces to my system. But I can tell you 9 times out of 10, that's not the actual case. That's not what you need at all. It's usually the complete opposite. The complete opposite is usually the losers that we take. I can speak for myself, and I'm gonna use myself as a prime example for this video because I am a prime example. Like, when I first started trading, it probably took me 6 months to a year to really master my system to where, like, I can teach people what I'm, like, I can basically walk somebody through what I'm seeing on the chart, and I'm doing pretty well with it. The reason that me getting payouts took me an extra year and some change is because of those losses. Me not being able to either handle losses or me just taking the wrong losses. And what I mean by the wrong losses is, you know, those days where you might get impatient, you just force a trade that's not really within your system. Those days where you force a bunch of just bad setups. The days where you crash out. The days where you're just not being the trader that you know that you are, the trader that you know that you can be. And a lot of the time, this is what separates profitable from unprofitable. The losses that we take. It's not about the winners, because anybody can win a trade. I can hop on the chart right now, flip a coin, and press buy and makes money. Like, that's not nothing. It's about those losses that you take. It's about how to manage those losses and how you can minimize the losses as much as possible. And how do we do this? For me, I would say the number one thing that really helped accelerate my process, especially recently, what I've more so implemented and I've seen a dramatic spike in my win rate, is really looking for reasons not to trade and standing on that. Now, a lot of the times, yes, we can say, yeah, look for a reason not to trade, go into the market every day, not wanting to trade, but like, until you actually practice that and apply it to your real life systems, it'll just be another thing that you hear. I can speak for myself. I heard this for a long time, and I never really applied it up until the last few months, really weeks, just do back testing and forward testing in the market, because I was like, yo, I should not be still losing the amount of trades that I lose. Like, why is this happening? And I would also recognize, I would look through my TradeZilla journal after I would, you know, import my trades and stuff like that. I would see, like, all right, why did I lose this trade? And probably like 50% of the time, 50 to 60% of the time, there's a very obvious reason why that trade did not work. I maybe took a short against relative equal highs. I maybe entered before the full close of the candle. Maybe I, you know, just a whole bunch of little things that, you know, maybe I take a long when we're clearing the sell model. Just things that are very obvious in hindsight, and there's reasons that I should not be in the trade. Now, yes, there is reasons for me to enter. Maybe I do get a clean inversion or something like that, but if price doesn't have a reason to go higher or lower, if whatever entry model that's presented in front of me does not align with what I actually want to see on the overall time frame and the overall day, I just stop taking it. Because I'll find myself 9 times out of 10, yes, it can be a clean setup on paper, but when you add context and a contextual bias to it, a lot of times this helps you filter out and know which trades not to take. Because even like just recently, I would see myself just taking unnecessary losses, and these unnecessary losses are what actually eat at your profitability. It's not the wins, it's not you not taking as many wins. It's the unnecessary losses, and what comes with this filtering out trades and what comes with taking higher quality setups, you will end up trading a lot less, and this is a beneficial thing. I know that when you're in the beginning, maybe if you're on an eval or if you're, you know, if you're lacking money in the moment, taking less trades might sound like a bad thing or you don't want to hear that, but I promise you, if you were to look at your journal, if you were to reflect on the last 100 trades that you've taken and or 100 losses that you've taken, if you were to look at them, I would guess probably for most of y'all, at least if you cut out 30 to 40% of them, if you look at 30 to 40% of them, they probably were avoidable. And then if you think about avoiding 30 to 40% of those trades, Like if you're adding 30 or 40% of losses, or if you're subtracting 30 to 40% of your losses, it's a 99% chance you will be profitable after that. Like, and that's all it is learning how to avoid those unnecessary losses. Even if 4 out of 5 boxes are checked, don't take it. Do not take it unless if all of your entry boxes are checked. If there is a reason for you not to trade, do not trade. Yes, you will miss out on a couple opportunities. You might miss out on, you know, a few opportunities here and there. But when I tell you over time, this will save you so much capital, so much strain on your brain. Like, this will save you so much in the long run, because we're not focusing on just making money every day. We're focusing on actually taking quality setups and doing things. My fault, y'all. My phone died. But back to what I was saying, you need to focus on what not to take, because the moment that you start fixating your mind on why should I take the trade to why should I not take this trade, you will filter out so many losses and you will see your win rate dramatically spike. This will, I damn near guarantee, it will become profitable after this. All you have to do is remain patient, and this is the hardest part, because a lot of the times you will see a setup that you may want to take, that you may have conviction in, you know, the setup may play out. But if you have a reason for you not to take it, you need to trust yourself, and you need to truly not take the trade, because overall, in the long run, over an extended period of time, this will save you from so much losses and so much pain in the market. Yes, I know that you say you're trying to pass an eval and, you know, you just want to get it over with. This is where it can be pretty difficult, but I promise you, if you just stick to this, like genuinely, if you see a setup present itself, ask yourself, instead of why should I take this, ask yourself, why should I not take this? And if you can find any reason at all not to take the trade, do not take the trade. Let the trade stick out like a sore thumb. Let it be the most obvious thing in the world, because I promise you, the moment that you start to focus on this instead of why should I take this trade, you will make a lot more money. But I'm gonna leave y'all with that though. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. I appreciate y'all for watching. Please, if you like, comment, and subscribe. I got a free Discord in my bio. Join that up. Let me catch you on this one. Peace out.